Lights, camera, Main Street. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2016 Oklahoma Main Street Awards Banquet. This past year, our Main Street communities have worked hard, put in many hours each day, and succeeded at improving many of their historic districts throughout Oklahoma. The revitalization movement continues to grow, and more small businesses are realizing downtown or historic districts are indeed a viable place for their businesses. With all of the Shop Small and Shop Local campaigns, Main Street programs are reestablishing and maintaining the beauty and history of these communities downtown and district appearances. Life has come back to these areas, giving both young and old an experience they'll never forget. You will see all of them embrace these challenges with great success, whether it's creating an app of the district for a smartphone or switching many businesses over to energy-efficient equipment. Our Main Street programs constantly learn, grow, and help improve their community's way of life on a daily basis. These 36 active programs include the many dedicated people who not only support but also volunteer their time to improve their downtown main streets. Our local communities accumulated more than 71,800 volunteer hours over the past 12 months. That's a value of more than $1.6 million from local people donating their time to turn dreams to reality. In addition, over the last year, the Main Street 4-point approach continued to transform decaying commercial districts into successful economic engines. Being a successful Main Street program takes hard work and can't be done alone. From rehabilitating buildings to enhancing economic progress, Main Street communities help convert empty historic districts into places that attract thousands of visitors. In 2015, the reinvestment by Main Street private property owners totaled more than $54.8 million. Hooray for Main Street! Add another $22.2 million in public improvements, and our Main Street communities bring themselves more than $77 million to the downtown revitalization efforts. The Main Street program has been and continues to be one of the better economic development tools in Oklahoma. This year, we received nearly 200 competitive Main Street Award nominations. Each nomination represents a fantastic Main Street effort for the local community. Tonight, the finalists will be announced in alphabetical order, and we ask the award winners to move quickly to the photography area for the award presentations. To become a Main Street community, an applicant must have a broad support base that represents the community's population. A strong organization is the key to Main Street success. With enough people engaged in Main Street's work, anything is possible for our historic districts in Oklahoma. Main Street is a comprehensive revitalization effort, blending the 4 points of organization, economic vitality, promotion, and design. While all work is important, organization is the one point that holds together the Main Street approach. There's never been an Oklahoma Main Street failure where there is a firm organizational structure in place. The real strength of Main Street lies in the people who give their time, share ideas, and donate their dollars to implement positive change. Main Street organizations partner with other groups to achieve mutual goals for their communities, and it's the organization that recognizes these local leaders in the fight to preserve the community's history. The first Main Street Organization Award is for Premier Partner. Forming partnerships helps spread the workload and gives Main Street ownership to all participants. The more people involved, the stronger the Main Street program becomes. The top Premier Partner nominees in 2016 are Guyman, City Bank and Trust; Sapulpa, Larry White, Signs of the Times; and Stockyard City, Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office Mounted Police. And the award goes to Stockyard City, Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office Mounted Police. The Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office and Stockyard City Main Street have enjoyed a partnership since May 2011. At that time, following the tragic shooting of an off-duty deputy, Oklahoma County Sheriff John Wetzel stated, "The Mounted Patrol will be assigned and present in Stockyard City at any and every opportunity." Since then, the Mounted Patrol has patrolled the area in every way possible. This includes patrolling the area in dress similar to clothing worn by sheriffs during territorial and early statehood. The partnership provides vital security to the area in a way that highlights the history and enhances the atmosphere of the district. The Mounted Police assist with the iconic Cowboy Christmas Parade, the Wines of the West, Frontier Value Days, and the dynamic and burgeoning Stockyard Stampede. They are a welcome addition to the celebration of the Western heritage the district honors. Congratulations again to our top premier partner in 2016, Stockyard City, Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office of Mounted Police. Community education and public awareness activity allows the people of the community to understand the values of Main Street and the historic area. City officials well understand the commercial district is where much capital and labor have been invested over the years. Vacant buildings and empty stores yield negative cash flows on these investments. Getting the local youth involved helps them understand the value for their heritage in the downtown built environment. The better informed your public is about the value of historic areas, the greater their support for Main Street, and the more ownership of the process they'll take. Main Street awareness is a key tool to bringing more and more fans to our downtown areas. The best community education public awareness activities in 2016 are Ponca City, Historic Banners; Stockyard City, Granville Community Music School; and Wilburton, Main Street Week 5th Grade Walking Tour. And the award goes to Ponca City, Historic Banners. A collaborative effort between Ponca City Main Street, the Ponca City Arts and Humanities Council, and the City of Ponca City resulted in new street pole banners with the theme, Ponca City is Hipstoric. The purpose of this project was to create public art which would be fun to look at, educational, interactive, and would also promote Ponca City's historic downtown. The public art aspect of this project was to encourage that it's hip to be downtown. 50 double-sided banners were created with 5 different designs: abstract expressionism, minimalist, font-based, psychedelic, and collage. Each of the 5 designs features a style of the pop art movement of the 50s and 60s, also known as the hip decades. The designs were created in the style of 2 featured artists from each genre and indicate what the downtown has to offer. Congratulations again to our best community education public awareness activity in 2016, Ponca City, Hipstoric Banners. The best volunteer development program involves finding determined people of all ages who will make the difference in fostering Main Street success. Revitalization is an incremental process. Big fix development efforts usually fall short of desired results because they aren't comprehensive enough. Main Street work requires the help of school-aged children, business owners, retirees, and many other groups of people, making progress one step at a time. The need for a broad base of volunteers from all parts of the community is critical. Volunteer development is the key ingredient for a successful Main Street program. This year, the best volunteer development programs are Guyman, Transformers; Newkirk, Leaders of Tomorrow; and Sapulpa, Big Build Facelift. And the award goes to Newkirk, Leaders of Tomorrow. The objective of Newkirk's Leaders of Tomorrow is to develop community leaders by introducing them to all facets of the community and show them how they can make an impact. The class is introduced to city, county, and state government and their processes, as well as to the Main Street program and the community's heritage. They visit several of the entrepreneurial businesses in Newkirk. The class is built into a cohesive group, and members are encouraged to become volunteers. 100% of the first class served on the Main Street Board or a committee. The second class has 6 of the 9 volunteering for Main Street. It's hoped that the enthusiasm for volunteering by these members will have a ripple effect and inspire their families and friends. Most of the class members are 50 and younger, and they include bankers, business owners, city and county employees, ministers, firemen, and newspaper reporters. Congratulations again to this year's Best Volunteer Development Program, Newkirk, Leaders of Tomorrow. Main Street is a local self-help program with very limited money available from public sources. The best creative fundraising effort is for the process that demonstrates effective methods of keeping Main Street programs in business. The financial responsibility to operate the local Main Street program falls squarely on the shoulders of the nonprofit organizations. Main Street fundraising, while being a tough obstacle to tackle, does benefit the community, both inside and outside the historic district. The top best creative fundraising efforts in 2016 include Enid, Food for Thought; Newkirk, 6x6 Art Sale; and Okmulgee, Big Brain Trivia Night. And the award goes to Enid, Food for Thought. Food for Thought is a micro-grant funding dinner where attendees pay $15 for dinner and a vote. 5 projects, 5 minutes each, are presented. Guests then eat dinner and enjoy live music while they discuss the projects and place their votes. This 2-hour event took place 4 times in 2015. Funds were matched by Park Avenue Thrift and the Enid Regional Development Alliance, tripling the amount of money for the winning projects. These events raised a total of $13,947 for 4 downtown projects in 2015. Any additional or unused funds may be awarded to the runner-up. The goal of the event is to provide a means for anyone to be part of making a difference in the community, encouraging individuals and organizations to start projects they otherwise would not, giving exposure and gaining support for these projects, and seeing successful downtown projects come to fruition because of these grants. Congratulations again to this year's Best Creative Fundraising Effort, Enid, Food for Thought. The Oklahoma Main Street Hero Award highlights the dedication of an individual to the local Main Street revitalization effort. These devoted men and women account for much of the progress within the historic commercial area. The nominations recognize your neighbors who place a high level of importance on their work and their passion for their local communities. Main Street heroes make a positive impact on their commercial districts and serve as a big inspiration for others. The top Main Street heroes in 2016 include Hobart, Lou Sims; Newkirk, Sue Roy; and Okmulgee, Ron Drake. And the award goes to Hobart, Lou Sims. Lou Sims has been the driving force behind the success of Hobart Main Street since Hobart was selected in 2002. He was instrumental in Hobart's application to the state program and has served on the board of directors for 15 years. He's chairman of the design committee and led the progress and facade restoration downtown with the development of the Hobart Main Street Storefront Restoration Grant Program. He's worked with the city of Hobart to acquire rundown, dilapidated buildings, to resell to investors, to renovate and restore, one of them now serving as an incubator for business development. As a result of his efforts, there have been 22 new businesses and 1 major industry in downtown Hobart. There have been a total of 20 building renovations and 31 facade restorations completed in the last 2 years alone. Lou also serves on the boards of the Oklahoma Space Industry Development Authority, Hobart Industries, Hobart Economic Development Authority, Oklahoma Department of Corrections Advisory Board, OSU Dean's Advisory Committee, and Oklahoma Panhandle State University Alumni Board. He's an active participant in the Oklahoma Wind Power Initiative, the Kiowa County Grape Growers Initiative, and Southwest Oklahoma Alliance, among others. He was instrumental in the development of the General Tommy Franks Leadership Institute and Museum. He also serves on the advisory board of the Oklahoma Main Street Center. Congratulations to our 2016 Main Street hero, Lou Sims, Hobart. As a member of the Main Street 4-point effort, Promotion supports downtown merchants by helping to improve commercial images and by sponsoring special and retail events enticing shoppers to the district. Each year, Main Street Promotions bring in thousands of residents and tourists to historic commercial areas in our state. While promotion is the celebration of the program, there is much work to be done putting the best appearance possible on Main Street. Festivals build pedestrian traffic to the area and generate increased revenues and profits for business owners. Promotion of the historic commercial district is vital to help bring consumers back to shopping in the local area. And quite a job they have done. These awards showcase the effort and the hard work of these fantastic promotion committees. Main Street retail events are designed to fill up local cash registers for historic commercial district merchants. Most companies have a better understanding of the value of Main Street when events bring them new customers and repeated sales. The best retail events on Main Street draw shoppers to the individual businesses where merchants show off products and reasons why customers should do business with them. This year, the top nominees are Altus Candy Cane Cash Sweepstakes, Kendall Whittier Lunch Bunch, and Prague Shop Small Christmas Open House. And the award goes to Altus Candy Cane Cash Sweepstakes. The 15th year of this promotion saw a long-standing dream occurring at last, total participating sponsors topping 100. Sponsors varied from retail businesses to service businesses such as attorneys and insurance agents to media outlets. There were many new businesses that played for the first time. This 5-week Christmas shopping event continues to bring the entire community together to shop Altus first and keep citizens spending their holiday dollars locally. The crowd for the cash giveaways was estimated at around 10,000 people, with even more listening in the surrounding stores while shopping and others in their cars. The day was capped off by a nighttime lighted Christmas parade. Congratulations again to the Best Retail Event 2016, Altus Candy Cane Cash Sweepstakes. New promotions attract customers to a Main Street area, and they invigorate merchants to discover different ways of marketing their products and services. The Oklahoma Main Street Center's creative new event honors first-time events that increase the awareness of local businesses by reaching shoppers and potential shop owners. Often overlooked, these fresh ideas find untapped market niches and offer greater profit rewards for commercial district merchants. The top creative new events in 2016 include Kendall Whittier Ice Cream Social Network, Newkirk 6x6 Art Show and Sale, and Ponca City Down by Downtown. And the award goes to Newkirk 6x6 Art Show and Sale. This event was a design committee fundraiser for the sole purpose of funding design grants for Newkirk's historic buildings. 6-inch square canvases were given to whomever wanted to paint on them. Newkirk Main Street set a goal of 100 canvases. They received 240. Not only were there so many wonderful artists, most from out of town, but many people came to the opening, held at the new but not yet open Urban Prairie Art Gallery. Each painting was available for $20. The doors opened at 5:30 for the viewing, with the sale starting at 6 o'clock. Many people had seen a painting on Facebook or in the paper that they especially wanted. However, they were not allowed to take the artwork off the wall before 6 o'clock. If they did, they bought it, and most people were good about that. This was an unbelievably successful event for the community and for Newkirk Main Street. Congratulations again to our 2016 Creative New Event. The Outstanding Image Promotion Award recognizes the visual impressions that attract tourists, downtown shoppers, residents, and business prospects to the commercial district. Many times, the first commercial image determines a customer's lifetime buying habits. The image catches the eye, draws a person in, and is perhaps the staple of your Main Street program. Outstanding Promotion helps put this vision in the mind of visitors, residents, and prospects alike for years to come. The outstanding image promotions this year are Enid, Downtown Enid History Website, Kendall Whittier, KWMS Logo Redesign, and Ponca City, Shop, Eat, and Play. And the award goes to Enid, Downtown Enid History website. Main Street Enid had several boxes, plus electronic files of historic photos not being shared. This website was created as a place to collect, preserve, and share history and memories. It's arranged by street, block, and building. Each building has its own page showing photos through time, oldest to most recent, and a searchable list of businesses that were in the buildings throughout the years. The website is promoted weekly through social media and is also used as a reference when people ask questions about buildings and previous business owners. Each page allows anyone the ability to add a comment to include historic knowledge or their own personal experience. History is not only what makes each district unique, it is what people are emotionally tied to and what they connect with. On this website, they can do just that. Congratulations to this year's Outstanding Image Promotion. Enid, Downtown Enid History website. The next promotion award is for the premier special event under 1,000 attendees. Special events are designed to bring people to the local Main Street district. While they are there, residents and tourists get to enjoy fashion shows, face painting, various parades, vintage cars, chili cook-offs, and great shopping opportunities. The top premier special event nominees in 2016 are Kendall Whittier, Taste of Kendall Whittier; Laverne, Muddy Duck Dash; and Tahlequah, Ladies' Night Out. And the award goes to Laverne, Muddy Duck Dash. In addition to the Lucky Duck Race held each year on July 3rd, Laverne Main Street introduced the Muddy Duck Dash in 2015. Through cooperation with a local rancher, the fire chief, and many volunteers, the course was designed and constructed. More than 400 runners, ranging in age from 5 to 83 years old, attempted the obstacle-filled run and enjoyed music and entertainment too. Many people expected an easy country run. They were surprised. Racegoers and spectators alike all said they really enjoyed the new addition to the Lucky Duck Race and are looking forward to this year's adventure. Congratulations again to this year's premier special event under 1,000 attendees, Laverne Muddy Duck Dash. Our final promotion award is for the premier special event over 1,000 attendees. These special events draw in big crowds, whether it is by a music festival, a food competition, or an anniversary celebration. The top premier special event nominees are Ada, Pat Taylor Memorial Parade of Lights; Ponca City, Crazy Days Street Party; and Tahlequah, Red Fern Festival. And the award goes to Ponca City, Crazy Days Street Party. This party is the premier event during Crazy Days, which is a community-wide 3-day retail shopping event. The street party is a much-anticipated event in the community and is well attended because of the family-friendly games, a Little Miss Crazy Days competition, free live music from 3 bands, 7 food trucks, a beer garden, and a ping-pong ball drop. The event is strategically located in the most central area of the district, leading citizens to walk several blocks of the downtown as they come and go. With the addition of a sidewalk chalk art competition and $4,000 in prizes from the ball drop, attendance at the 2015 event was the highest ever, with more than 2,000 people attending. Congratulations again to our top premier special event over 1,000 attendees, Ponca City Crazy Days Street Party. Now, let's take a break and recognize the outstanding contributions made by members of the local Main Street Boards of Directors. The board members of the year are great supporters of the Main Street process and are shown in tonight's program. If these very extraordinary people would now move to the photography area, we'll take a special group snapshot to preserve the moment. our downtowns, it is the physical images that attract tourists and residents to keep visiting and shopping in these historic areas. Dilapidated structures, graffiti walls, weeds popping through the sidewalks, and boarded-up empty buildings distract people from going downtown. And investors? They would not be caught ever spending money in such an environment. However, Oklahoma Main Street programs have a unique sense of history reflected in building design, the layout of streets, and outdoor signage inviting shoppers and new residents to town. More than anything else, Main Street design displays the community's image to everyone who passes by. They understand firsthand the start to revitalizing and preserving the historic nature of a downtown begins with design. The first design award is for the Best Placemaking Project. This award honors the local Main Street organization for attractive design and the implementation of public improvements such as streetscapes, landmarks, directional signage, public buildings, parks, and outdoor lighting. The Best Placemaking Project nominations for 2016 are Enid, The Breeze; Enid, Breezeway Pocket Park; and Ponca City, Downtown Fitness Trails. And the award goes to Enid, Breezeway Pocket Park. The Breezeway Pocket Park transformed the space from an underused space into a place where people can gather, meet for lunch, enjoy art, read a book, play games, enjoy concerts, and rest while they shop downtown Enid. This project was a placemaking partnership between Main Street Enid and the Northwest Oklahoma Association of Realtors. The concept was based on the idea of networking. Networking that happens organically in community places often leads to economic growth due to the connections that are established. The project budget of $4,200 allowed the purchase of some picnic furniture, creation of 6 mini murals, little library construction, and party lights. These simple improvements have transformed the former walkway into a place where people want to be. Not only has the Breezeway Pocket Park brought more shoppers to merchants, the mini mural series draws art appreciators. The musical art theme and performances are attractive to music lovers. And the Little Libraries area encourages reading and sharing community-wide. Congratulations again to this year's Best Placemaking Project, Enid, Breezeway Pocket Park. The next design award recognizes the images of downtown enhanced by attractive, eye-catching business signs. Brand is synonymous with identity. Store signage is another way businesses advertise products, services, and company quality. Good branding attracts potential shoppers and improves the communication link between businesses and customers. This year's top 3 nominations in Best Building Business Branding are Claremore, The Burlap Closet; El Reno, Iron Tree Coffee Company; and Tahlequah, The Spider Gallery. And the award goes to El Reno, Iron Tree Coffee Company. In downtown El Reno, there's a new place to meet for conversation or linger over a book. This coffee shop's branding design was created locally by one of the building owners, Mike Garrison. The exterior branding is first visible through a 10-foot-tall cedar sign with raised metal letters projecting from the side of the building. The other building owner, J.T. Pronister, brought the brand images to life by overseeing the construction of the sign and the work inside. When you enter the business, the brand is tastefully exhibited on the front display case, on all the tabletops, and above the fireplace. Iron Tree's branding extends to several of the products they sell as well. Customers can pick up a bag for their in-house roasted coffee or a t-shirt or hoodie. This locally grown business is a testimony to how good ideas can come to life on Main Street. Congratulations to this year's Best Building Business Branding, El Reno, Iron Tree Coffee Company. The Best Visual Merchandising Award recognizes quality visual merchandising in the Main Street area. Nominations took into account a business overall strategy for merchandising, from the front door to the cash register. The display of goods and services highlight their features and benefits while creatively marketing them to the customer. The top 3 nominations for Best Visual Merchandising in 2016 are Ada, Rustic Ridge; Claremore, The Burlap Closet; and Hobart, Ace in the Hole Women's Apparel. And the award goes to Claremore, The Burlap Closet. Definitely not your run-of-the-mill shopping experience, the Burlap Closet utilizes a unique way of displaying their items inside the store. The entire store has a rustic chic look, which complements the name of the business perfectly. While the displays change from time to time, the overall look is consistent. The experience begins with a traditional window display, but once customers walk inside, they might be greeted by clothes and accessories hanging from a chair on the wall, inside an antique hutch, or attached to wood pallets. It certainly doesn't feel like a department store and has created a unique aesthetic. The owner, Karina Pope, encourages shopping in other Main Street shops by using furniture pieces from in-district antique shops. The unique aesthetic, combined with clothing that appeals to most women, makes the Burlap Closet a fun and enjoyable shopping experience. The Burlap Closet is where rustic and modern meet. Congratulations again to this year's Best Visual Merchandising, Claremore, The Burlap Closet. The next physical image identified in Main Street planning is for recognizing the best interior design projects. While building exteriors attract people to downtown, the interiors make them feel comfortable and want to stay. Retailers will confirm the fact that the longer people stay downtown, the more likely they are to buy something. Interior design projects should be sensitive to the building, enhance the appearance of the commercial district, and serve as a model to encourage other interior improvements downtown. This year, the finalists for Best Interior Design are Bartlesville, Ambler Hall; Claremore, North Block Common; and Okmulgee, Park on the Square. And the award for 2016 Best Interior Design goes to Bartlesville, Ambler Hall. Ambler Hall was designed and built as a state-of-the-art 100-seat chamber music hall for the OK Mozart International Music Festival offices in downtown Bartlesville. The space is located within one of the 3 commercial bays on the ground floor of a 3-story mixed-use historic building constructed in the 1920s. Originally a retail space, it had been used as a storage facility immediately prior to the renovation. A local architectural firm, Ambler Architects, consulted with Dallas acoustical consultant David Marsh to produce this showpiece for sound. 3D technology was used to configure the design of the space, including functional sidewall brick patterns and suspended acoustical clouds. The finished room provides an ultimate, unamplified musical performance venue. Christened in 2015, the hall was named after Louis Ambler in recognition of his generous gift of the 3-story building in which the hall is located, and for the support of 3 generations of Amblers. Scott Ambler, the architect, donated his professional time and expertise to the redesign of the challenging space for acoustics, while Chris Ambler manages the performances. This is a great place you have to hear to believe. Congratulations to this year's Best Interior Design, Bartlesville, Ambler Hall. Great building design comes in various sizes, shapes, and colors. Building facades are the main visual imprint for your downtown. They are the first impressions for tourists, potential shoppers, and new business locations. First impressions are important because many times downtown shopping districts don't get a second look. Our next award recognizes building frontage improvements costing less than $10,000. The best building facade rehabilitation projects under $10,000 are Bartlesville, Indian Lock and Key; Claremore, North Block Common; and Kendall Whittier, E.B. Brothers Building. And the award goes to Claremore, North Block Common. This structure was built in 1929 as one of Claremore's original grocery stores. Beginning in the 1960s, the property fell into a cycle of disinvestment and irresponsible remodels. It sat vacant for many years to follow, until the property was purchased in 2015 as a part of a current effort to encourage side street development. After a mere 4 months' time, the completely rehabilitated North Block Common building has dramatically changed the appearance of a major downtown intersection. During the rehabilitation, an original exterior ghost sign was discovered under layers of paint and preserved. Even more exciting was when Amy Gordon, one of the owners, learned that this exact same building was the location that her great-grandfather began his first business. She said, "We began looking for a place that would meet the needs of our growing business, but our goal was to build a space that physically tells the message we've been sharing. One thing is for sure, their new office celebrates Claremore." Congratulations to this year's Best Building Facade Rehabilitation Project under $10,000, Claremore, North Block Common. The next Main Street Design Award recognizes bigger facade rehabilitation projects costing more than $10,000. Historic building rehabilitations ensure physical uniqueness for your property and for the entire downtown community, and that attracts local customers and tourists, resulting in business growth for the occupant. Occupied buildings provide better security and safety to downtown shoppers and employees as well. The nominees for Best Facade Rehabilitation over $10,000 include Guyman, Nuestra Tierra; Newkirk City Hall; and Ponca City, East Administration Building. The award goes to Ponca City, East Administration Building. The historic East Administration Building was constructed in 1930, placing the front door of Ponca City Schools in the heart of downtown. After years of neglect, the building was saved from demolition by the current administration, who decided to reinvest considerable money into a full rehabilitation of the property. In 2010, a local firm, Lewis Associates Architects, was hired to design the adaptive reuse and to oversee the historic preservation of this community asset. The exterior rehabilitation was extensive, including new roofing, masonry repairs, new windows, and exterior lighting. Historic photos were reviewed for accuracy in the design of the new windows. To complement the facade improvements, new handicap-accessible ramps and sidewalks were added, along with landscape restoration. The project spurred additional investment by the city in extending the streetscape to this block. Instead of demolition or neglect, this building was proudly restored to its appropriate place as the home of Ponca City Schools. Congratulations to this year's Best Facade Rehabilitation over $10,000, Ponca City, East Administration Building. The final Main Street Design Award is Best Sustainable Design Project. Sustainable design is the philosophy of designing physical objects, the built environment, or services in an effort to leave the world a little better for the next generation. The nominees for Best Sustainable Design Project are Enid, Keep Enid Beautiful Corners; Newkirk City Hall; and Sepulpa, Big Build Facelift. And the award goes to Newkirk City Hall. The Newkirk City Hall project is an endeavor to revive one of the community's most historic buildings through rehabilitation. The native limestone structure was constructed in 1901 and was originally 2 stories high. In 1973, the city altered the building by removing the 2nd story and adding a Pizza Hut-style mansard roof. This modernization had been an embarrassment to the community for years when a local philanthropist donated funds to replace the roof. The Kay County Commissioners were assisted with the salvage and recovery of matching limestone from the demolition of the historic Newkirk High School. The recovered stone allowed the roof line to be redesigned with gables reminiscent of the original 1901 design. and the red standing seam metal roofing was selected to complement the red tile roof of the adjacent Kay County Courthouse. This model project for citizens and local government working together has created a place of timeless beauty for future generations to enjoy. Congratulations again to this year's Best Sustainable Design Project, Newkirk City Hall. If your community is looking for economic growth opportunities, look no further than your historic commercial districts. The businesses there represent the heart of the community's commercial and real property wealth. It's from this core of businesses that future growth will occur through expansions, new startups, and customer development. When property owners understand there's a limited demand for neglected buildings, and when businesses learn how to achieve customer loyalty, economic vitality happens. Our first Economic Vitality Award is for the best adaptive reuse of how an empty historic building was returned to productive use. And the top 2016 nominations are Duncan, Eclectic Echo and Company, Kendall Whittier, 1 North Lewis Avenue, and Okmulgee, Park on the Square. And the award goes to... It's a tie! Kendall Whittier, 1 North Lewis Avenue, and Okmulgee, Park on the Square. Kendall Whittier, 1 North Lewis Avenue. Completed in 1930, the front facade of the 2,930 square foot building contained 3 separate storefronts. However, in the mid-1960s, Whittier Square declined rapidly. In the early 70s, the once desirable storefront at 1 North Lewis was leased by Whittier News, an adult bookstore. Neighboring tenants soon moved out, and the newsstand expanded into an entire footprint of the building. Despite police raids, fires, and the occasional drunk driver smashing into the building, Whittier News stayed in business for 35 years. Subsequently, an Alcoholics Anonymous chapter occupied the building. In January 2014, the owners of Ziegler Art and Frame across the street purchased the building from the AA chapter and asked Kendall Whittier Main Street to recruit a quality tenant. In August 2014, a coffee shop signed a lease and work began. The drop ceiling was removed, a new HVAC system installed, and most importantly, all the boarded-up window openings were uncovered. For the first time in 40 years, people could see inside the building from the street. Returning the property to productive use helped put Kendall Whittier back on the map. Congratulations again, Kendall Whittier, 1 North Lewis Avenue. Okmulgee, Park on the Square. The Parkinson Trent Building was one of the first commercial structures built in Okmulgee. Now known as Park on the Square, the building's history has seen multiple changes and uses for the space. Starting as Parkinson Trent Mercantile Company, there have been a variety of retail businesses, and most recently, prior to the renovation, a church. It was Main Street's introduction to the possibilities that prompted the current owners, Jean and Mary Llewellyn, to become the first financial investors in the Okmulgee Rising movement. Okmulgee Main Street continued to work with the Llewellyns throughout the entire process of rehabilitating the building and adapting it into 6 loft apartments with a separate laundry room and an office for the owners. The large ground floor space has been completely transformed into an upscale flatbread pizza and wine bar. The Main Street spark, ignited with Okmulgee Rising project, has been kindled into a roaring flame by the initiation completion and obvious success of the project, Park on the Square. Congratulations again to this year's Best Adaptive Reuse projects, Kendall Whittier, 1 North Lewis Avenue, and Okmulgee, Park on the Square. The next Main Street Award for Economic Vitality identifies those business practices that distinguish great firms and attract local and out-of-town shoppers. Customers today have different demands on Main Street merchants, and companies that adjust their practices to these needs improve their operating performances. The nominees for Best Business Practices are Altus, Bells and Bows, Guyman, TCEC, and Ponca City, Eastman National Bank. And the award goes to Guyman, TCEC. TCEC is a local electric cooperative committed to providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity to 23,000 meters across 5,450 square miles, including the Oklahoma Panhandle. It serves the Guyman Main Street district and has a payment kiosk located on Main Street. The cooperative promotes itself as the community's trusted source for power and information. It uses a variety of methods to reach its member base, such as a monthly member newsletter, monthly videos, and social media channels. TCEC also encourages employees to be involved in their community. The cooperative pays dues for civic organizations its employees are involved in. It also pays for the time employees take to attend board meetings in the community. In addition to keeping rates affordable to promote local economic development and business growth, TCEC participates in the Touchstone Energy Co-op Connection, a program where member businesses offer a discount to TCEC's members. Congratulations again to this year's Best Business Practices Award winner, Guyman, TCEC. New businesses add an important growth element to the Main Street development process. These new teammates help bring new life and more excitement to our communities. New businesses help attract new fans and add value to the established businesses by improving property value. These fresh players attract the residents and out-of-town shoppers to our fabulous historic areas. To be eligible for this award, the nominated company must have been located within the Main Street area and be at least 1 year old, but no older than 3 by the end of 2015. The top 3 new businesses include Durant with Bump, El Reno Blue 99, and Wilburton Sun Baby. And the award goes to Durant with Bump. With Bump has improved the property value of the Durant Main Street district by restoring an older building, bringing a retail business to a space that's been vacant for almost 20 years, and adding a thriving business to a part of the district that has low traffic and no other retail businesses on the surrounding blocks. With Bump has embraced the economic development process by adding a new business for a market long ignored in the area. Maternity and baby needs required consumers in the area to leave town, shop online, or at big box retailers. With Bump, consumers from Durant must travel over an hour to a full-service maternity or baby store. With Bump has a fully functioning website with not only e-commerce, but also an online baby shower registry, a monthly e-blast, and various social media pages. With Bump has started strong out of the gate as a new business for downtown Durant. Congratulations again to this year's new business, Durant with Bump. The award for Business of the Year is a high point in the economic vitality process, recognizing an outstanding contribution from established businesses located in the heart of the community. Businesses within Main Street districts have a large economic stake in the commercial progress of that area. How these champions embrace the Main Street process partially determines how successful the community's revitalization effort will be. The Main Street business that has demonstrated the most interest and action in their revitalization efforts earns this award. The top 3 nominations for Business of the Year include Ada, McSwain Theater, Altus, The Bouterie, and Kendall Whittier, Circle Cinema. And the award for the 2016 Main Street Business of the Year goes to Kendall Whittier, Circle Cinema. Circle Cinema, Tulsa's only independent historic movie theater, is the primary anchor of the Kendall Whittier Commercial District. The theater was constructed in 1928 during the waning days of silent films and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. After glory years, decline, and years of sitting vacant, Clark Weems purchased the historic theater and adjacent furniture store in 2003 and founded the Circle Cinema Foundation. The first screen opened in 2004. Over the next 11 years, millions of dollars were invested in the theater to create 3 state-of-the-art auditoriums, a screening room, and an art gallery. Today, the Circle attracts well over 1,000 visitors a week for a diverse mix of art house films while generating significant foot traffic for the district as well. The Circle Cinema is a beloved icon, gathering place, cultural institution, date night mainstay, and hub of activity for not only Kendall Whittier, but the entire Tulsa metro area. Congratulations to this year's Business of the Year, Kendall Whittier, Circle Cinema. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us extend a warm round of applause for all Main Street Award nominees and communities. Each and every one of our communities are winners and create many successful stories to the Oklahoma Main Street program.